Hi everybody and welcome back. This is me, Jackie Handy, and this is the next episode of Inclusion Differently. If you're ready, let's get started. Welcome back, and it's great to see you again. I'm Jackie Handy. This is the next episode in Inclusion Differently. This is my short mini series where I talk about the questions that show up in my book. It's called The Little Book of Belonging. You might be able to see it just on the shelf behind me, and it's your weekly guide to inclusive habits. It's packed full of reflections and quotes to really get you thinking about the small steps that you can take to help make this world a more inclusive place. If you haven't yet got your copy of a book and you want to grab one, just head over to my website jackiehandy.com, hit on the shop link and you'll be able to get yourself a copy. And if also you want to follow on and catch up on any of the episodes of Inclusion Differently that you might have missed, then head on over to my YouTube channel. It's called Jackie Handy. Subscribe to that and then you'll see there's a playlist dedicated to Inclusion Differently with all of the episodes. So today I want to take you through the next reflection in the book. So this question is rather an introspective one, simply saying if people become defensive in conversations with me, what might I have said or done to cause it? Now, I think it's really interesting that, and I do it too, when we have discussions or conversations with people and, they perhaps react badly and certainly not as we'd intended for them to react. We often tend to place blame on them, perhaps suggesting they weren't listening, perhaps they are just being touchy or whatever it might be, but we apportion blame to the other person. Now this question I think is a super powerful one when it comes to inclusion, but also when it comes to life and business in general. So really rather than apportion blame if somebody responds in a particular way, really think first of all on the words that you've used and also perhaps your corresponding behaviours. So it might be that you've acted in a particular way. It may even have been that when you were using the words in conversation, your body language or your gesturing was in some way upsetting to them. And I think the way that we then can use this introspection is to really give some thought to how we take steps, if you like, to move the narrative, talk in a bit more detail about what it was that we did, ask the other person, what would you have preferred me do, so that you can then take steps to adjust and reframe your behaviour and your language perhaps in future conversations. Because most behaviour that excludes people or offends people is unintentional. We've talked about this in previous episodes. But still, nevertheless, we are human and we make mistakes. But I think that really being able to look in the mirror, see what I did there, reflect on what it is we've said and how we've said it can really help strengthen our positioning for future conversations and really just almost preempt when things don't go our way in discussion and somebody doesn't respond in a way we'd hoped. We have a little more empathy to that situation and we reflect before we take action or before we challenge them. So I hope that that is useful, and I hope that it resonates with you like it resonated with me, that particular question. I really think that when we can take steps to truly look in the mirror, we can help constantly take those small steps to tweak and refine what we do and what we say and how we say it, to help make this world a better place, a place of belonging for everyone. That's it from me. I'll see you next time on Inclusion Differently. Bye for now.